Hello guys, so today I bring you the Xlmoto SlipStream backpack. First of all, let me start by saying that this was given to me for free. I also have one more to give away. So this is a motorcycle backpack. Why do they call it a motorcycle backpack? It's just a backpack. Well, there's certain characteristics that make it an actual motorcycle specific backpack. The main one, as you can see, this is a very hard shell. It doesn't matter what you put inside, cameras, whatever, it's gonna stay the same shape. And this shape is kind of projected to be very aerodynamic. So when you're on the bike and you have this on your back, it sits quite flush with your back, as you can see, because it has a little bit of a dent as well. So it sits flush and you don't even feel it. The wind will hit your helmet and then will basically travel through the backpack without much friction, unlike what happens with regular backpacks. Another thing it has is water resistance. We usually ride in all weather, so when it starts to rain, I really don't want to worry about having a non-water resistant or non-waterproof backpack. I just want to keep riding the way I was riding before, not having to stop in this and that. So water resistance is also very good. I've tested it. It is water resistance. It will resist up to a certain point, but it will eventually start to get some moisture inside. Okay, it's not waterproof. You cannot dive with it and it will hold up. It is water resistant, so bear that in mind. Another thing it has is hidden zippers. So I don't know if you ever had this experience of going on the motorway. Didn't happen to me, but it happened to a friend of mine going on the motorway, and a regular backpack will have the zippers right across the front. So the backpack will open and you will open the backpack this way. When you're on the motorway and you're actually going a little bit faster, what happens is the wind can actually go in between the zippers and just open your backpack completely, and there goes all your stuff. This one has the zippers on the inside. So no matter what happens, the wind can never access this side because this side is going against your back. The zippers are lying here. The backpack will open the opposite way. I can actually show you now. So the backpack will open this way and not, let's imagine this is the back and not that way. So the zippers are hidden. There's no risk of losing your content when you're on the highway. Another thing that is really nice for this to have is it has three types of support. So it has the shoulder straps, it has chest straps that are adjustable in height as well, and then it has the waist strap. When you have all of these three in place, you don't even feel this backpack on your back. I made a post on Instagram asking you guys what questions you'd like to get answered about this backpack. One of the questions is, as a motorcyclist, we travel, we take stuff with us. So I'm going to show you what you can actually fit in here. So what can you actually fit inside this bag? Normally I like to have a change of clothes. So this will be kind of what I think most people will carry with them. I might be wrong, I might be right. Anyway, let me show you how much stuff you can actually put inside this bag. All right, so we flip it over. Open it up. Let's begin. First of all, laptop. You can fit a 15-inch laptop easily, probably even a little bit bigger. Then, visor. Clear visor because when it gets dark, I like to change my visor. I'm not going to ride around with a mirrored visor. Then, shoes. We don't want to be riding around with those heavy motorcycle boots, so shoes. Then, a normal jacket so you don't sweat around. Again. A t-shirt, because we sweat a lot inside our textiles, so t-shirt, always good to have one. Some socks, and a change of underwear in case your tail slides for some reason and you need to change your underwear. So it is quite roomy. You still have space for a lot more stuff in here, to be honest, but I didn't want to cramp it too much. So you can easily carry a change of clothes with you in this backpack, and the laptop, and probably a few GoPros in there as well. Another question I had was, can you fit a small body in here? Man, I have no idea what you're doing, but I wanted to give it a shot. And here we go. That doesn't work. The last question I had was, does it add any horsepower to the bike? Well, I did test this. I put the backpack on top of the bike, nothing happened. Then I put the backpack on my bike and I went on top of the bike, and the bike actually had 1 more horsepower. That was me. So I don't know, it might depend on the weight of the rider, it might depend on how athletic you are, but it might actually add 1 horsepower, a donkey or a camel, depending on what you're into. So there's something I want to show you that I think will actually make you buy one of these, or it will help you decide. Give me just a second. Okay, so as you can see, I have another backpack here. This one is a Ogio Mac 5 with the Dainese imprints. They're very similar. They have their differences. They have their slight differences. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, but as you can see, they're quite similar backpacks. All right, I'm not going to lie, and I'm gonna say this is better than this. No, in fact, this one is slightly better in other types of details. But what if I told you this one costs £140, and if this one costs, at the moment, £10? So honestly, if you would have told me that, and if you tell me this is 140, this is £10, I can absolutely guarantee that I don't want that one. I'm gonna buy this one. This is everything that one is, with some little exceptions. This is the best value for the money that you can absolutely get. You can buy 14 of these for the price of one of that. How ridiculous is that? I mean, to make it very simple, so pros of this backpack. Hard shell, water resistant, 3 supports, so shoulder, waist, and chest, all right, and hidden zippers. Its cons are, even though it is water resistant, it is not waterproof. It would be a good option for Xlmoto to actually supply this with a rain cover. I said before, I don't want to stop and you know, having to change the way I'm riding because it's raining. But again, I prefer to have something waterproof and having a guarantee that I don't need to stop. So before I get out of the house, I cover it, I go. Then to have a water resistance, and you know, you never know when it's going to start leaking. So it would be a lot better if they actually supplied a rain cover. Another con is the fact that it is a hard shell. Hard shell can be both a pro and a con. So I told you guys it's a pro because of the aerodynamic shape and all of this, but it's also a con because it does not adapt to the objects you put inside. So if you're going to put clothing, that's perfectly fine. But I've tried it with some photographic equipment, so cameras, lenses, and all of this, and it's not the best. Because what happens is, because this doesn't actually expand or changes shape, the shape will change here on the part that actually sits on your back. So this will make it very irregular to sit on your back and might be uncomfortable. You can put a camera or 2 plus clothes in here and not have that problem, but if you try to put tripods and this and that, like I did, but in the end, I wanted to test it out. I wanted to see what the flaws were on this. but there's not much you can do. You either get a hard shell, aerodynamic, or you get a regular backpack. In this case, you cannot have the best of both worlds in neither of the options. So for me, those are the only cons. Water resistant, not waterproof. I would prefer to have a rain cover for that. The fact that it is a hard shell, but again, you either have one or the other, and that is basically it. Only time will tell how these materials will hold up, but honestly, I think it will hold up pretty well. And that's it, guys. That's my honest opinion about this backpack. If you can, please follow me on Instagram. That will help me a lot. And don't forget to follow Xlmoto too, because they allowed this to happen and the giveaway to happen. And check the description for all the details and how to participate on this giveaway. Guys, again, thank you so much. Yeah, and that is it. I don't know what else to say. End of video. Now,